What's going on, guys? Welcome back. As you guys can see right here, we have 70 CGC submission returns. So a little background on these. There are stuff in here that I haven't sent in to any grading company before. So some of these were tests. So for instance, like a stickers like these, like the gold stickers. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. So I've sent in stickers like this, not knowing how they would grade, or the grading criteria for these. So there are some stuff in here that are kind of like tests. There are quite a few vintage in here. I didn't think any of the vintage would get a 10. I believe they might range anywhere from 6 to 9, 6 to 9. Anyway, and then there are some modern stuff in here. So let's get to it, guys. Oh, by the way, if you guys see anything in here you like, definitely click on the link in the description below, and you're going to be able to purchase these. This is going to be for my November 10th Whatnot Card Show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, these are not going to be all of what I have for sale, but this is going to be the bulk of it. So if you see anything in here you like, definitely follow the links, guys. If it's your first time in Whatnot, there's a link in there that will give you $15 on your first purchase. So that's a win. How are you gonna turn down free money? Anyway, let's get to it. All right, guys. So the first cards is gonna be right here. I did submit another 65 right after this. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but let me push this back a little bit. Right there. But yeah, there we go. Is that clear? Oh yeah. So we have a Mega Sceptile Gemmin 10. If you guys ever submitted with CGC before, you're always gonna get like these dusts from the thing. But this thing is clean. Wait, does that move? See, I don't like how it's not centered. You know what I mean? Oh wait, it does move. It does move in there. I just hit it. There it is. You see, it does move. Okay, all right. Next up, this one's nice. You guys can see the Ash Greninja. Actually, let me move this. Let me move this like this, so that way we have a better view, right? All right, guys, Ash Greninja. Check this out. CGC 10, pretty nice. Oh, and this one right here, I see it. This is gonna be a very nice PC for me right here. Not bad. Pikachu got a 10. Very nice. That one's a PC for sure. Put that to the side, a different pile. Okay, we got a Moltres CGC 9. Like I said, so these I don't know the criteria for grading, so I'm just kind of like submitting it blind. That. All right, and Gengar, this one, I was hoping this one would get a 10, but not too bad though. 9 is not bad. All right, now this one, I was a little disappointed. They gave me a 9 on this Dratini. You'll see why. You'll see why I'm a little disappointed. Okay, because the next one up is the Dragonair in a 10, and you guys could probably already tell where this is going, right? And a 10 on the Dragonite. Now the Dragonite is kind of cool, but it would have been a lot better if it was a sequential 10 set instead of a 9 and a 10 and a 10. But yep. Either way, it's still pretty good. Got a 10 on the most important one, which is Dragonite. Now this one is also kind of cool. We have a Bulbasaur in a 10, which is kind of cool. And then we have Squirtle. And then we have Charmander. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go pretty quickly on this one. I'm gonna try to keep this under like 5 minutes. All right, so these are the vintage stuff now. So now I didn't think this was a 6, but it looked pretty clean to me. Oh, whoa. Okay. I didn't even see that. Okay, that's kind of crazy. But yeah. All right, this one right here, Meganium, pretty nice as well. We got an 8.5 on that one. And we got a Jumpluff in an 8, pretty cool. Well, at least they're getting, you know, pretty decent grades for vintage, 8.5. We have an Ampharos, which is kind of cool. A Zoomeril. Alright, and then we have the Salamence EX. This one's really cool right here. Now, this is actually like extremely low population. I don't know why, but I think last time I looked there was I think there was only 8 higher. Alright, Typhlosion. And this one right here, we have a Treecko with a nice little swirl on the top of its head right there in the 9. Now imagine if this was the Treecko Gold Star, that'd be sick, right? And this one's kind of cool, the Cubone. It has the stamps. So my next submission for CGC, I'm gonna have a bunch of stamp cards and some vintage. I think all of my vintage, unless it's like extremely like minty, I would probably send the minty ones to PSA, and then kind of like the decent one to CGC. I just feel like they're slightly, you know, better with the vintage than PSA. I believe PSA they go a little hard on vintage. But you know, honestly, that's what I hear. But in my experience, the ones I've submitted to PSA that are vintage, they've given me some pretty decent grades, like 10s. All right, we have a Deoxys in an 8, Call of Legends. And then we have a Delta Species Kabutops. Now I wish this was a higher grade because this thing looks amazing. Okay, next up, next pile. Let's move the pile here a little bit. Okay. Okay, this one is sick right here. EX Dragon Frontier. We have a Ampharos. And this one right here, Altaria. Oops. Right here, Altaria. Reverse Hollow Stamp. Again, if you guys see anything you guys like here, feel free to message me on my social media or my other, you know, or my other like eBay stores, my whatnot. If it's still available, let me know. I think that was the last vintage one that I have. It was the the Kabutops. Now it comes down to the modern, so we're gonna kind of speed through this one. This one is pretty cool. By the way, guys, the prismatic evolution going crazy right now. Everyone's calling it Evolving Skies 2.0. Gengar. Chansey. This one's really cool. I like this one. You get always like things like this where there's a lot of other Pokemons in there. So you got Blissey, you got Chansey, you have Psyduck, Ditto, Bellsprout, and then big boy over there, Snorlax. This one. I'm kind of bummed this got a 9, but I could kind of tell there's a little off-centered, a little heavy on the right, but still a nice card though. Okay, Shadow Rider Calyrex. Crobat. Okay, and then we have the promo Mewtwo from Pokemon Go. Pretty cool. And this one, I've always thought this was one of like the sickest promo cards. This is kind of cool. I really like the design of this Lucario stone. If this wasn't a promo, this would be going crazy. If it wasn't a promo, this would be a pretty expensive card, I'm telling you, man. Now this one, I was hoping it was a 10, but it is slightly off center, a little heavy on the top and on the left, but I thought it was, you know, there was a little wiggle room there, but they gave me a 9. Alright, we have a Giratina V. This one's kind of sick. I was hoping this was the alt art when I found a bunch of Lost Origin, but you know what? We'll take the small dubs, you know? Alright, we got a Pikachu V. Now, I did say this was a, I do collect Pikachus, that I did say that. However, I already have this 1 in a 10. So if anyone else collects Pikachu, here you go. Alright, we have Regieleki VMAX Rainbow. I like the rainbows. They stopped making them also, so that's why I'm grading most of the rainbows here. Like the golds are always nice. So you got the Drooladon VMAX, cool. This one, Articuno V. Okay, we have a energy switch. Crystal Cave in a pristine 10. Surprisingly very low pop, but you know, I guess, well, actually it does make sense. Not too many people grade trainer cards, but this is probably a pretty cool card. I like the colors. In pristine, not bad. Oh, this one, I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell this one, just because it has like the Pikachu symbol and the Pokeball. I might keep this as a PC. Pretty nice. I mean, technically this was in my PC binder, but I wanted to condense my PC, so I was just like, let me see what it gets and then I'll sell it. But since it got a 10, I don't know now. All right, this one, we got the waifus coming in, right? We got Penny. Wait, is Penny a waifu or well, anyway, this one's a pretty sick card. The Pokeballs, like you got like the Eevee bag. Oh, I didn't even notice. Umbreon is right there. That's a sick card. That's pretty cool. All right, we got Bay. In a 9, unfortunate, we got a 9. This was pretty decently well centered in my opinion. Actually, let me see. Yeah, slightly heavy bottom. I was gonna say bottom right, but just mainly just bottom heavy. But, and Hisuian Arcanine in a pristine 10. Pretty cool. I love the CGC slab, man. I don't know why they're getting so much hate, but look at this slab, man. This thing is clean. And we have Togekiss in a pristine 10. And then we have Reshiram. This one's pretty sick. Alright, last pile, guys. Last pile. Hopefully this is still under 5 minutes, but I doubt it. But anyway, here we go. We have a this one's pretty cool. Regigigas V-Star. This came from the V-Star universe. Pristine 10. Sick artwork. Oh, okay, this one's very nice too, right here. Magikarp from the classic collection, which is also nice because we have the sequential set in the 10. So if you guys like these, you know where to get them. Alright guys, War Turtle. Pretty sick, classic collection. Articuno. Hitmonlee, and of course Hitmonchan. Now I like cards that kind of tells kind of like a story, but you can kind of see each one of them in their respective background. So you see Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan in the background, and then you see Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee in the background, which is pretty cool. And they're sequential, guys, so if you like them, hit me up. Alright, now I believe I graded 2 of these. Alright, so we have the Snorlaxes, both got a 10s. Okay, we have a Rapidash. Sadly, I didn't think the Ponyta was gonna get a 10, so I did not include it in this submission. So, but anyway, I'm glad the Rapidash got a 10. Magmar in a 10. Charmeleon in a 9. Now, I think my last submission, my PSA gave it a 9 also. Something about Charmeleon that people are hating on. They're giving them 9s. Okay, looks like I have 2 of these, 2 Scythers in a 10. Pretty cool. Always like the holos on the classic collection. And 2 Bulbasaurs. Pretty nice. Oh, and Ivysaur. I believe I sent the Venusaur and all that other stuff to PSA. So my next PSA submission that would come in, I'm hoping I get it by the end of the week, but probably maybe either next week or in 2 weeks, because PSA does take their time. Alright guys, Raichu. Oh, and last but definitely not least, we have the Zapdos from the classic collection. And that's pretty much all 70 cards that I brought in. So we'll end with this. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the grade reveals, and if you did, please comment below, let me know. And then until next time, I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.